Hey, Crosswatcher for Aries. This is going to be a general reading for those of you who are curious about an Aries in your life. Some of it may resonate, all of it may resonate, only maybe bits or pieces of it may resonate. But if Spirit has brought you to this video, I promise you there's at least one message in here for you. If you're an Aries and you're watching because you want to see if I'm picking up your energy correctly, again, it may resonate, it may not. Keep in mind these are general readings. Or maybe your person is not cross-watching for you on my channel. Maybe they're cross-watching for you on a different channel. Or maybe they don't believe in tarot readings, you know. So but we're gonna see what messages are coming up here for those of you who are looking for info on an Aries. One thing I really want to clarify here, guys, I'm not here to do psychic spying, to get in anybody's private business, to spill the tea, so to speak. I do this with the intention, asking that the information come in be information that's going to bring healing, that's going to be beneficial to everybody involved, for the best and highest good of everybody involved. That's the energy that I do this with. That's my intention. So we're going to see what is coming up for July for Crosswatcher and Aries. Those of you who are my regulars, you notice I don't have the mermaid theme for the Crosswatcher video, but I will have the mermaid set up for the weekly forecasts on through the remainder of the summer. Okay, so my darlings, you're starting off July with your Aries in this 4 of water energy. Crosswatcher, I feel this is more you than your Aries. I feel like you might not be super satisfied with the way that things are going or what is being offered with to you at this time. Aries can be very kind of focused on their path, their purpose, their mission. They can get a little bit carried away. So you might kind of feel like Aries has different priorities than you do in July, or you might be feeling like you all aren't spending as much time together as you would like. Now, I do want to kind of remind you that sometimes with the Crosswatcher videos, what ends up happening is the energy gets a little bit, like the roles can get reversed. So, you know, maybe it's not you who's not satisfied. Maybe it's Aries. Maybe Aries is asking more of you or more than what you can give at this time. But typically when 4 of water or 4 of cups comes up, it's an energy where you don't like what's being handed to you, or you want more than what's being handed to you. You're just kind of like, is that it? Is that all I'm getting? Okay, so it could be this frustration in that way. It's not a like a doomsday situation. It doesn't mean that things can't work out. It just means that you might be starting off the month like wanting a little bit more, or hoping or expecting for a little bit more than what is being brought in or what is being offered at the time. The remainder of the month, as we're moving forward, ooh, my goodness, guys, we have the Tower card. Definitely make it or break it energy here. Definitely make it or break it energy here. So this is the strongest message that I can really relate to you, Crosswatcher. Whatever is happening in the beginning of the month, where you might kind of feel like, you know, like I'm not getting what I want, or this isn't going how I'm expecting, it might be leading to resentments and frustration. And if you don't deal with it clearly, if, you know, it's almost like you're being challenged in some way to communicate here and to express your frustration or what you want or what you need. Either way, whether you're the one who's not satisfied or whether your Aries is the one who's not satisfied, if you, Crosswatcher, don't do what you need to do in terms of communicating clearly your expectations, your desires, your plans, this is gonna lead to like this Tower moment. Okay, you can avoid it. It doesn't have to come to this level, okay? Because the only reason why we have these Tower moments is because of a situation where we kind of ignore the signs, or we're like, oh, I should do this, but you put it off, or you procrastinate, or you don't have the courage to do it. So your angels and guides will come together and they'll start moving things around, just in this energy of trying to get you to you know, to get you back on track. You know, maybe you've kind of like veered off track, and so the Tower moment happens to bring things out in the open so that you can come back on track. Keep in mind the Tower moment is a major arcana moment, so this is like a big life lesson, a time of growth. The Tower is about coming out of your comfort zone, and it's about a permanent change. So I do feel a lot of you who are cross watching, you're dealing with an Aries who is a karmic soulmate or a significant soulmate. Maybe somebody who has come in and out of your life. For some of you, Mercury retrograde is bringing an Aries back into your life that you have not had contact with. And, you know, if you don't speak your truth, or if you don't really speak up here, you could find yourself in a situation where you're being forced to, you know, maybe even being antagonized in some way. It could be that you're hearing that this Aries has been going around saying things about you that are not true, or spreading information to mutual friends that are not true, and so you're going to have a confrontation about that. Or for those of you who are in a committed relationship with this Aries, like you're already either married to them or living together, or, you know, whatever it might be, or married, or, you know, dating, you need to speak up, because whatever you're kind of trying to be an ostrich with your head in the sand about, it's gonna only get worse, and it's gonna get to a situation where you're gonna be forced to deal with it. Okay? And so it's better to address it without the explosion. It's better to address it without the fight. Um, you need to get something off your chest. That's what it feels like to me, Crosswatcher. There's a situation here where you need to be in your truth and you need to get something off your chest, or there's something that you need to heal or release. Okay? About your expectations, what you want, what you feel you deserve, you know, what you're looking for. The Tower, though, is basically letting us know that this is a connection, or this is a person that some people come into our life, and even if they don't stay in our life is never the same after meeting them. And that's the kind of connection you have here. We all have certain soulmates, like growth soulmates of that level. There's just certain people where your life is never going to be the same again after having met them, regardless of whether or not you stay together. And it happens because it helps you to grow, it helps you to advance. This is very interesting, Crosswatcher. I feel that for many of you, this Aries came into your life because of some past life energy you all had, and some karmic energy you all had, and something about this connection happened to boost your intuition. It happened to connect you with your spiritual gifts and your abilities. I had that happen with me with a Virgo. There was a Virgo that came into my life some years ago, and that was like the beginning of my connecting with my spiritual gifts, my spiritual abilities. It was a very toxic relationship. It's a relationship that I am very happy and very glad to be done with. And don't get me wrong, it had its high highs. That's the thing with karmic relationships. It has these super high highs where you look back and you go, man, those were some wonderful times what happened. But then there's also some really low lows. That's what happens. But when you have these karmic soulmates come in, you know, it happens to help you develop and to strengthen who you are, and to become more of who you are, and to like define yourself more firmly. And so I do feel a lot of you are dealing with this spiritual soulmate, that the connection or the interaction that you had with them unlocked or awakened some spiritual gift inside of you. Very much like the experience I had with the Virgo. That connection really woke up parts of me that at the time I didn't know were there. Okay, so there's an awakening that's happening, and in that sense, for many of you, your life is never going to be the same again. Some of you, I have to flat out say that you're dealing with a situation that feels like a twin flame, but really it's more of a shadow flame. And I know I said for a very long time, I've been saying for months that I'm gonna do the video, and I tried to take off a couple of weeks. Those of you who watch my channel, those of you who follow me, you know that there was a time where I took some weeks off from private readings, and I still wasn't able to do the shadow flame video. But I am making a promise here and now that within the next 2 weeks that video will be up. I will explain what the shadow flame is. So if you're subscribed to the channel, if you hit notification, you'll get a notice when the shadow flame video is up. But it is coming, I promise you, because Spirit's also pushing me, like, you need to hurry up and get that video out there. You know, so I'm getting organized, I'm making it happen. It's gonna be up here soon. But this connection, you guys, this person, this Aries that you're dealing with, will forever change your life. And there's going to be really positive aspects of that, as well as some growing pains, okay? But if you don't take control of your emotions and, your boundaries and all of that, you could be walking into an explosive situation. And it doesn't have to be explosive. So let's see what we have next here. We've got 4 of fire. So this is stability. This is creating your life. This is getting clear about what you want. So some of you are finding growth. And for some of you, this karmic soulmate might be getting themselves together and doing what they need to do to get established and to have a commitment with you. So if you're already with this Aries, where you guys are already involved, or you're already dating, or you're already married, there could be something happening in July where there's just this rubbing the wrong way, where there's just this big disagreement, there's this big fight, but then you're coming back together stronger. You're coming back together like, we're going to do this, we're going to heal from this, the relationship's going to be better because of it. For those of you who are dealing with the shadow flame, I feel like you're not in connection with this Aries at this time. For those of you who have like a darker karmic connection with this person, I feel like you guys have not been in contact for a while. I feel that they're going to be making contact with you sometime in July, and it could be a bit of a showdown with that tower moment in some way for some of you, where truth is being revealed. But your life is never going to be the same in a positive way, because there's going to be some healing or some closure that's coming in for those of you who are going to finally get to end something with a toxic Aries. That's going to finally open the door or the path to your forever soulmate, your true love, the person that you're meant to spend your life with. Okay? Some of you, it's this Aries, right, where you're gonna come together and be stronger. But those of you who have this karmic situation with this Aries, it's kind of like you're facing this, like, this villain, this ultra villain, and once you've beat that level or conquered that level, you're gonna be with your princess or your prince, or whatever. So that's what it feels like to me. Again, this is all going to have to do with, are you dealing with a high vibrational Aries, or are you dealing with a low vibrational Aries? Okay, that's what it comes down to. And you know if somebody's high vibrational or if somebody is low vibrational. So next we have, 6 of air. Okay, so whatever this issue has been, or whatever this tension has been, July is the month that you're finally going to be able to quash it and move past it. Like I said, those of you who are with a high vibrational Aries and you're already in your romantic union, this is going to be a time of finally overcoming some very long lasting repeating cycles, where you're finally breaking out of them. Some of you who are already with this Aries, you guys are already together. I feel like there's been a lot of outside influence that's been affecting the relationship, either through friends or family. So you all might be planning to relocate. There might be like some trip that you're taking together, but it's happening in a way almost like you're gathering information about these different places, and you're kind of thinking, okay, like, could we settle here? Like, is this somewhere we could see ourselves living? So for some of you, there's actually like this physical getting away together, this travel together with the partner. Other ones of you where you've had this karmic cycle, you're going to finally be able to put it behind you once and for all, and to get out of the drama. I feel some of you crosswatchers who are dealing with a lower vibrational Aries, you're going to come into such a moment of joy and victory, because what's going to happen is you're dealing with an Aries who maybe like in the past they made you feel very small, or they made you doubt yourself, or they pulled you into this drama or into this argument, and so they might be resurfacing and like starting up that old stuff again, but you're not getting pulled into it this time. You're like, nope, not getting pulled into it this time, not gonna happen. And you're kind of just leaving it behind you. Those of you who are dealing with a higher vibrational soulmate or a higher vibrational Aries, this Aries is done with drama themselves, and they don't want the drama, and they're like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with the drama, and they're just wanting to get away with you and have a fresh start with you. So one way or another, if you're meant to be with this person, or if you're not meant to be with this person, July is going to clarify that for you. You're going to know without a doubt if this Aries is the person for you or not. You're going to know without a doubt. It's going to be made very clear to you. Okay? And if there's something unfinished here that's been blocking you or making it difficult for you to heal or making it difficult for you to be happy in your life, it's finally going to be cleared out of the way. There's like this clearing of karma that's happening. And then next here we have 10 of water, guys. This is the infamous 10 of cups, right? Those of you who follow tarot, especially those of you who are really into the love readings, everyone wants to see 10 of cups in their love readings, right? So you're coming into the stability, you're coming to the happiness, you're coming into the zen, the abundance, the fulfillment, the having of everything, okay? For some of you, this Aries is your everything, your forever person. For some of you, this Aries, if it's a lower vibrational Aries, has been the arch nemesis, right? The arch enemy here that's been in between you and your healing and your closure and your happiness and your abundance and your forever person. And it's going to be cleared one way or another. This is confirming for you, my dear cross-watcher. Those of you who are cross-watching, this Aries is a very significant person. Whether it's high vibrational or low vibrational, whether it's karmic or life partner, that is going to be cleared for you, and that is going to be known for you once and for all. But the beautiful thing about a cross-watcher is that in July, you are coming into your forever person. Okay, you are manifesting your forever person, and whatever karma needs to be cleared out of the way for that to happen is going to be occurring for you. I think it's just very important, regardless of if you're dealing with the high vibrational Aries or the low vibrational Aries. It's very clear, cross-watcher, that it's going to be up to you to speak up and to be clear about your boundaries and your expectations and what you want and what you need from Aries. We know that Aries can be a very, very fast moving energy, right? Aries, like, they have something in their mind, they're gonna do it, they're gonna make it happen, they're moving full speed ahead. So because they're so driven and they're so focused, it's easy to feel bulldozed over, right? And sometimes Aries doesn't mean to do that for you. Aries isn't trying to bulldoze over you. Aries is just busy being an Aries and like handling what needs to be handled. So it's going to be up to you to speak up and say, hey Aries, wait a minute, slow down. Like, this is what I need, or this is what I'm missing, or I feel neglected, or I feel ignored, or I feel like I'm not getting what I need from the relationship, or I feel like you're working a whole lot. You're going to have to speak up. Because if you don't, it's going to be this big, massive tower explosion. And it doesn't have to be that way. Okay? Albeit, I do feel that whatever's happening is happening to heal what needs to be healed and to bring stability for you and for Aries. So it's good. It's really good. It's good to just be in that energy where you don't have to wonder anymore. There's no more wondering because it's crystal clear. And it's happening for your highest good. All right, my dears. Be sure to check out your love reading for July. Those are going to be up hopefully within 24 hours to 48 hours of this video posting. And so if you subscribe and hit notification, you'll get a notice when that's up. Shadow Flame video is coming. I promise. So that's going to be happening. That's going to be coming up. And I just want you guys to know, my darlings, that the weekly forecasts are meant to focus on you. on your particular sign to be about you. I know sometimes when we're looking at the love readings and the cross-watching videos, it's easy to forget ourselves, and that's why I do the love reading separately, because I also want you guys every week to have a video that's focused on you, and it's about you and nobody else but you and your journey and your needs. So be sure to check out the weekly forecasts as well. Again, I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you would like a private reading, you can click on the description in the video of this video. There's a link to schedule readings with me, and I'd be more than happy to read for you. Wishing you a fabulous July.